Bonjour. Welcome to the stream. My name is Iris, and you're here for Nancy Drew, Danger on Design. Nope, we're keeping it in. Buckle your French seatbelts, like the stream, and let's get going for Danger on Design. It's called Danger by Design. I don't know why French me can't speak English. Well, I guess that's a good reason. I'm gonna shut my mouth now.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Since you can tell a lot about a person by where he or she lives, I thought I'd introduce myself by showing you my room. As you can see, I keep it pretty neat. Of course, I don't spend that much time in here. I always seem to be off solving mysteries. Anyway, here's my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business. And be sure to check out my scrapbook. I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That will tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
Okay, Nancy spoke quite a bit. And you left your French seatbelt in your French car? What is it, like a rabot? Darn. Gonna have to go get that one before you can watch the stream. Nina, you're going back to Paris. Okay? And I'm just gonna commit to saying random French words in a bad French accent. Hello, Eduardo. Welcome to France. I told you I was committed. This is early on. It's only 2006. Case number, this is number 14. So a little, like the first third. First third. We don't need this. Well, she's going to read this to us. I guess we need this. She's not going to read it. I nominate someone in the chat to read this in French. Cover assignment. Travel to Paris and work as an assistant to Minette, an up-and-coming American fashion designer whose behavior has lately become alarmingly bizarre and erratic. She's been firing people right and left, throwing temper tantrums, refusing to return phone calls, running dangerously behind schedule. This is just me, wearing a full face mask all day, every day, even while working. The real assignment is to discover the reason for Minette's strange behavior and report back to Amy Grunhild, a client of Dad's and Minette's biggest financial backer, who wants to know, 1, is Minette cracking under the pressure of trying to make her spring collection even more spectacular than her fall collection was? 2, will she even have enough designs done for there to even be a spring collection? 3, is she up to something Miss Grunhild doesn't know about? 4, was investing in Minette a mistake? Yes. 5, is the time to pull the financial plug on her? Definitely. Additional info, Minette has an assistant named Heather. She wears a tie. Her studio is in an old windmill or a moulin. I'm sorry. I love how I tried to be so deeply respectful in the in the Italian Nancy Drew game, and I'm just gonna be so mean to the French. Her studio, okay, in a section of Paris called Montmartre? I don't know. All I know about French is that you just swallow half the letters. And that's on the French language. So hopefully you've got your French-English dictionaries, because I'm not holding your hand, babes, and neither is Nina, apparently, our local French expert. So let's get on a plane. Are we junior or senior? I mean, like, I love the French. Like, good for them, for their history, but also they're so pretentious, okay? But I did enjoy flying Air France. And also the way they say Air France is amazing. They're like, hello, welcome to, and then they go, Air France. That's the name of the airline, Air France. Thank you for flying Air France. And they had really good food. So maybe I'm going to backpedal a bit. Should we play junior or senior? Should we play junior or senior? More experienced players may enjoy playing the senior level first. I guess I'll do senior mode for seniors. Oh, we're flying out of LaGuardia. Okay, bye.
In preparation for our landing, please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Thank you.
That was not Enfance.
Taxi!
That was an English woman.
Hello?
I said don't come near me.
No, Minette, don't!
Stay back, you hear me? Stay back!
Bonjour, vous êtes... are you Nancy?
I mean...
I'm Heather McKay. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. How was your flight?
Fine. Well, actually, they lost my suitcase, so I don't have any clothes or my cell phone. What's going on in there? Is someone hurt?
That's just Minette throwing one of her tantrums. Don't worry. She'll stop screaming right now. They lost your suitcase? That's terrible. Well, at least you're staying with Jing Jing. She'll have tons of clothes you can borrow.
I'm so distracted. If the screaming is too loud, let me know. Hopefully it's the right amount because the sobs are very relatable, as Nina said.
Is she all right?
Oh, you mean Minette? Don't worry, she's fine. At least she will be after phase 3, which should begin right about now.
What do you mean? This is such a normal
She uses
intro.
This process that some shrink taught her to manage anger and frustration. First,
Write this
she
down.
vents her rage for 10 seconds, then 6 seconds of sobs and tears, and finally, at least 4 seconds of robust laughter, all of which restores her positive flux.
Huh?
It's all very weird, but it works, and believe me, without it, she would be impossible to work for. With it, she's a mere nightmare to work for. Anyway, ready to get started?
Sure. We're going to start with roasting your outfit. What's your name again? Heather. Heather, why are you wearing a tie that is a brown gray with a diagonal striped pattern, yet your pants are a reddish brown, so the undertone is all off, with a pinstripe in a vertical direction? Your belt is deeply concerning, and again, with the mismatched tones, your presumably polo is a cool pink, yet your nails are peach. And I do love your sassy glasses and hairdo, but the rest of it is really not screaming high fashion. So that's how I would start. Hello, Eva. Is this one not your fave? It's a strong intro. We're coming in hot. You know, we're coming in. Just imagine, guys. Transport yourself to 2006, okay? You have a Razr cell phone. You're on top of the world if you've got that Coach bag, I guess. I don't know. But, you know, like the pressure, the fashion industry, the feeling of being cool in New York or France and, ooh, fashion, you know? So, like, put yourself in that mindset, and then maybe the screaming makes sense. We'll throw some roasts in there for you, Eva. We'll have some healthy roast. But, like, growing up, I really thought that the choices for career were, like, secret agent, marine biologist, fashion designer. You know, like, that's what was fed to me in the 2000s. So this made perfect sense. The stakes are in the roof.
You bet.
That desk over there will be your workstation. I made a list of all the things that need to get done and put them on your computer. That's
I love
a
it.
Metro Pass. It'll let you ride the subway all over the city for free. Go ahead and take it.
Carte blanche. Oh my gosh, I get to go on the metro.
Answering
Nina, did you go on the
phones is your
metro?
job. If you have any questions, just ask. Ask me.
Answering the phone?
Do not bother Minette. She's behind on her spring collection and is in danger of falling way behind on her couture projects.
Let me guess. Florals for spring. Groundbreaking.
Why is she so far behind?
She's been under a lot of stress lately.
Heather,
Same.
Yes?
I hear voices. Who are you talking to out there?
Nancy,
They're in your head.
you know, from the States?
Well, she's no good to me out there. Send her in.
Yes, Minette. As soon as you feel up to it, she's right through that door.
Listen, so I know my dad got me this internship, so you can tell me what couture is, right?
What do you mean by couture?
High fashion dresses and accessories that people have commissioned Minette to create. Needless to say, those people are très riche. In fact, she's designing the dress the First Lady will wear to the World Summit in November. Pretty cool.
No way.
huh?
I gotta get a hold of myself.
Well, I'll see you later.
Have fun.
I certainly will. Are you guys excited for the 2000s fashion dream to come true? I am.
These doodles sure look familiar.
Eva, what do you mean the plot doesn't make sense? What do you mean? We're gonna make so much sense of it this go round, just you watch. We're gonna make sense where there is none. And we're gonna look fabulous doing it. I really actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wish I was wearing a tie. Like, if I show up to the next session in a tie, like a really broad tie, would you guys judge me? You're open to being won over by this game? I love it. I think that there's, I'll just get on like an itty bitty soapbox. I think that there is something to be said about a Nancy Drew game that is pure ridiculousness. Like the, Legend? The Haunting of Castle Malloy? Exceptional game. Does any of it make sense? Absolutely not. We're gonna have a blast playing it. So, I'm also open. I'm open. I have to wear a fedora as well? Absolutely not. Heather's not wearing a fedora. She has cute hair. She actually has really nice hair. A fedora would be too far. If you guys give me a fedora for a stream, then something has gone horribly wrong.
Well, there you are. I was just about to call Amy Grunhild and tell her that this internship thing she'd arranged for you was
She
false.
is snatched.
It's bad enough Amy foisting you on me like this. The day I become financially independent and can tell people like her to buzz off will be the happiest day of my life. Well, you're here, we've met, so get to work. Heather did give you a list of chores, right?
Oh, Scott. I guess I'm gonna have to fill you in, my dude. So this lady in front of me is a crazy fashion designer. Think like throwing things in creative tantrums. She's just too hippy-dippy for her own good. And I am here. I've come to France to save the spring fashion collection. Actually, I did pretty good. That's what you missed. But there was also some screaming in the midst of that. Like a full-on mental breakdown. So, hopefully I covered that well. But she is snatched to high heaven. She's got like a corset on that would make freaking Scarlett O'Hara jealous. So you know what? I'm all ears.
Yes, I'm all set.
One more thing. See that form over there? The one I've just started to drape? Don't touch it.
Why, yes.
Don't even go near it. That's the
Okay.
dress I'm designing for the First Lady. Now go. Actually, make me a pot of my special tea first. It was
Oh, no.
custom blended by my tea therapist, so make sure you follow the directions. When you're done, pour me a cup and leave it on the table. A nice big boost of herbal energy never fails to get my brain cells firing.
Girl, same. But this puzzle is hard, and we might be here a long time. Oh, no. Guys, we cannot do the fedora. We can't.
Let's see. To make Minette her tea, the first thing I should do is read these instructions. Then I should put whichever herbs the instructions say I need into this pot of boiling water. Then when I'm done, I should click on the teapot so I can pour the tea into a cup. If I make a mistake and need to throw out an herb that I chose, or the tea itself, all I have to do is click on the sink. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Nancy, I didn't listen to a word you said. This puzzle, I'll just let you know, for some reason, I am never able to do it on the first try. It's always accepted on the second try. So we will do it, but we might not do it well. Gosh. This actually might be the worst internship so far. Because, I mean, you know the fashion girlies in 06. You know the fashion merchandising girlies that would have given their right arm to participate in this internship. And Nancy shows up and goes, "What's couture?" Nancy? Read the frickin' room in your horse shirt and khakis, okay? Gosh. Alright. After the... blah, blah, blah. Always okay.
If Minette has had a temper tantrum in the last 14 days, and if she declares that blue is her favorite color on the day... Excuse me, Minette, but what's your favorite color?
Red.
If Minette has had a temper tantrum... If Minette has had a temper tantrum, and if she declares blue is her favorite color. So we don't do this. If Minette is relaxed, she's not relaxed. If she's right-handed, let's go take a peek-see. Is she right-handed today?
I'll work on this later.
Rude.
Is that her right hand? It's kind of like a weird angle. It's kind of an optical illusion. I think that is her right hand.
Oh, so rude, Minette.
So we need add all gaviforms. Minette is wearing a dress. She's not. She's wearing a... what should we call it? A sheer bolero. But it's not a bolero because it closes on the front. But it's not a shirt because it's a cape. But it's not a cape because it's not tied in the front.
When asked to pick a number between 1 and 10, if Minette chooses an odd number on the day the tea is to be consumed... Minette, could you please pick a number between 1 and 10?
10.
Congrats, Eva. 7 months. I'm just so thankful. Every time you guys get your updates for being members, I get a little sad and a little happy, and then you don't even know what to say. Congrats. Thank you. All of the above. So she said 10. On those days... she did not choose an odd number. But she is stressed out, but she doesn't feel drawn to odd numbers or the color blue. She's not humming, so we need all 7 pluses. Right? She was not humming. And she did say her favorite color was red, so we need all of them that grow in marshy areas. Is it nice to be here, Ava? Not the question mark. Okay. So we need gaviforms, we need all 7 pluses, and we need marshy areas. So we can let's just go. Okay, gaviforms. So we're gonna add Calicula. It's gonna make you crazy. Phenolary. Tag yourself. If you were reading all of these herbs, which would you be? There's still time to read. Oh, hogbone. Yellow buttons. Alright, so now we shall do 7 pluses. We're a cult? That's news to me. Is the cult leader, am I supposed to be aware that it's a cult? Aren't you supposed to have a charismatic leader for it to be a cult? Anna said she reads nonfiction about cults, so I'm gonna need to see the list. I don't think we meet the requirements. But maybe we could join. Not join, maybe we could form one. Oh wait, I missed one. So 10, so Boojum. Gibbering. It emits a low muttering sound when it is stroked? Have you guys ever seen those plants? Like they have one at Epcot, like where you touch the plant and it moves? That's crazy. 7 plus means, wait, was it 7 plus or was it over 7? I think it was 7 or higher, which would include macro villa. Phrygia. I'm running out of room on my paper. Should have done it all on this back. Oh well. Hip suite. Disqualified. If this was a cult, y'all would respect me. Disqualified. So, great. We've got all of the ones that are, yeah, 7 or greater. And then now we need ones that live in marshy areas. Grows from pips. Relent? We already got this one. Dry habitat, so that is not marshy. Moist conditions? That could be marshy, but we already put it in for the number. Already put this in. Oh, I've heard of vervain. Marshy areas. Add her to the list. Varvain? We already have that one. Okay. We'll just give it a go. I love how these are so hard to read. Fenelary. Hogbone. I hope that the amount does not matter. Probably it doesn't matter, right? Boojum. That's a sodium. Oh, that is Boojum. Watch me get this on the first try. No, I don't want that one. If I back out, I swear if it...
This can wait.
Nancy? Nancy, I'm gonna end it. Fine. We'll go backwards. I hate her. I hate her. You're telling me I can't put it away? The puzzle, reading. The puzzle, reading hard words in a very indistinct and fuzzy font. Okay, that should be it.
There. I finished making your tea.
Just leave it there.
Poison her. Just leave it there? If I back up and Nancy throws this away, she's gonna scream. I've never gotten it right on the first try.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Heather, you tell Nancy that she made my tea wrong and that unless she wants to be on the first plane back to the States, she'd better get back in here and make it right.
You heard her.
Heather, you're complicit.
Minette, you've really outdone yourself.
Is she humming? Maybe she was humming and I didn't pay attention to it. Are you humming?
That tea, Nancy.
Are you humming? Oh. Blue is not her favorite color. She is not relaxed. She is right-handed, so I've got all the gaviforms. I don't think she's in a dress. She's wearing pants. She did not choose an odd number. Seven or greater, so yeah, 7 plus. And then her favorite color was red, so I need to add all of them that are in marshy areas. Maybe there was another one in a marshy area I didn't see? I'm gonna back up to read it, even though it's blurry. It's a big screen. Got those. Got that one. I don't think I put all the ones. I don't think I put Pipsqueak in it. I think I skipped that on accident. I think that was maybe my mistake. Okay, let's just try it again. Oh, Nina, I read that as the woman calling you at your place of work not being able to pronounce her own name. And I felt that I related to that quite a bit. don't think I put the pipsqueak in there. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. I always just do this twice and it's perfectly fine.
There. Your tea is waiting for you.
It's about time.
Please work.
Nancy, come back here.
Every time. I swear it's coded into the
He
game.
is utterly rude. I can already feel my creativity flowing again, building like a wave on the ocean, surging towards some unseen shore. I have another job for you, a very critical job. See the stuff that I've been studying?
Oh
That,
no.
in essence, is my spring collection.
Uh-huh.
All those objects have certain things in common which speak to and stimulate the artistic sinews of my subconscious, from which
I
all
always
the
get this
designs I
wrong.
need will eventually burst forth.
Uh-huh.
They're all totally rude, but they're not enough. I need more, Nancy. You need to take the number 7 metro to Pont Neuf, go to the flea market in Square de Vergalant Park, and buy me 4 more things with qualities identical to the ones each of these possesses. Use this bag. Put everything in there as soon as you buy it. I don't want anyone seeing what you bring me. It could give away my whole collection.
For sure. For sure. I swear, every time I play the game, I have to do it 2 times. I seriously think that they will not allow you to succeed on the first time. I mean, I will watch it back. Maybe I did something wrong. But it can't be a coincidence. It can't. Anyway.
Here's some money.
Give me like 4 euros.
I'm just supposed to go out and buy things?
Stuff. I want stuff. New stuff that's just like this old stuff, only different. Now just take a good look at my stuff, then go. Go!
When did France abandon the franc? I feel like it was in the 2000s, maybe the 90s. Also, I feel like calling a place of work that isn't hiring is kind of a cheat code, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I've seen people say to do that on Reddit. Because it'd be rough out there. Alright. So, she wants me to buy stuff that looks like this stuff, only different stuff. And I usually do okay with a couple of them, but I'm not going to look it up. I'm just gonna attempt to do it.
Go butterly eat your heart out.
And it's probably gonna take us a long
Really
time.
outdone yourself.
Minette the Masked by Jean-Michel Traquenard. If you know, you know. At the conclusion of Minette's fall show, the audience leapt to its feet and applauded for a full 5 minutes, electrified by her latest wide, wily, and wild creations, calling for Minette to join her models on the runway and acknowledge their adulation. And at last, join them she did, wearing a mask that she has yet to remove. She's also wearing the same outfit. She's wearing the same outfit. It's a signature choice. Hey Jake, welcome. I know, it'd be crazy out there. It do be crazy. Why, okay. Why the red-hot American-born designer whose 24/7 line, casual clothes designed to be worn all day, every day, set a worldwide trend last spring, has taken to covering her face is a fashion mystery as odd and perplexing as Nehru collars. What are those? But then, conventional has never been a word that applies to Minette. Shunning the mainstream from the start, she's committed to designing clothes for normal-sized women, size 12 and up. Her curvaceous creations never fail to be flattering yet flamboyant, practical yet playful. Minette, were she to use her favorite word to describe them, would say that they are simply and totally rude. How has she managed to come so far so fast? She attributes her success to hard work, stubbornness, and the efforts of a gifted psychotherapist. Former employees say she's very difficult to work for, calling her temperamental, egotistical, demanding, and extremely rude. Ooh. Minette does have one loyal subordinate. Carol has been with her since the day she arrived in Paris, and Carol never complains. But Carol is gone. Oh, just kidding. I didn't read ahead. I'll keep reading. Nor does she let the fact that Minette considers her to be her lucky charm go to her head. Of course, this is undoubtedly because, as a dress form, Carol doesn't have one. When asked why she wears the mask, Minette simply says, "I'm a fashion designer. Why is not a question I need to answer." Who knows, perhaps the public will follow suit. Perhaps wearing a mask will soon become a fashion statement. De rigueur at balls and benefits. Stranger things have happened in this business. Remember plastic barrettes? Well, this outfit totally slays. The army cap? It looks great. We're hitting the trenches after the tavern. That's what that outfit looks like.
Minette, you've really outdone yourself.
Minette, calm down. This always drives me crazy. When something like this happens in a Nancy Drew game.
There's something on the floor here. Looks like someone
Open the door!
The door.
Oh my gosh. She could just open the door and find out who gave it
For
to us.
Minette.
Go ahead and open it.
Make the most of what little time you have left. Soon it will all be over.
Oh no, not another one.
Minette's gotten other letters like this?
Letters, phone calls. They started sometime in April, then they stopped, then they started up again in July. And last month, someone sent Minette dead flowers every day for a week. She locks the letters up in her dodo box over there in order to neutralize them.
Just like Rick Arlen.
May I keep this letter?
Why? I mean, if you were some kind of private detective, I'd say sure, but since you're not, just put it in the dodo box.
But okay. How do you open this thing?
You don't. There's a lock on it, but Minette is convinced that if she opens it, all the wickedness in there will escape and wreak havoc. In fact, don't say anything to her about that letter. It'll just upset her, and if she falls any further behind, she'll have to cancel her show next month. And if that happens, she may as well cancel her career.
Wow, just cancel the whole career while you're at it. I do judge Nancy. She's been in this situation too many times. She's been in this situation in the Haunted Mansion. She's been in this situation in the Blackmore Manor. Like, if someone's jiggling on the door, open it up. If somebody's sending you creepy notes, open up the door. Say, hey, how are you? Get eyes on that suspect. Are you a man? Are you a woman? Are you short? Are you tall? Come on, Nancy.
Has this windmill or moulin always been a fashion designer?
Bleh.
No. In fact, until a year or two ago, this little old lady lived here. When she passed away, this place went on the market and Minette snapped it up. See, Minette has this thing about curves. She claimed working in a quasi-round environment like this would make her more productive.
And has it?
As if. But she has gotten a lot of press out of it. In fact, if there's one thing I've learned from Minette, it's that how a designer behaves is likely to get her just as much attention in the fashion world as what she designs.
That's why you wear the big tie.
Why does Minette wear that mask?
All I know is that back in March, on the last day of her big fall show, she showed up wearing that mask and she hasn't taken it off since.
You didn't know she was going to do that?
No, no one did. Not even Dieter. That was her boyfriend at the time. Dieter von Schwesterkrank, the fashion photographer.
I'll let you get back to work.
Allez, bye-bye.
Love it.
Wonder what's under here.
That's a project I'm working on. Well, supposed to be working on.
I love that puzzle.
What's this?
That's the plotter. It's broken. Fixing it is one of your jobs.
All right, fine. Let's go read what the job
Sunny was
is.
here. Sunny June. That's why those doodles look familiar. Sunny June did them. He must have been Minette's last assistant. Wow, that guy gets around. Pick up envelope from J.J. Ling. Pick up fabric photos from Dieter von Schwesterkrank. Deliver photos to Jean-Michel Traquenard. Fix plotter. Do whatever Minette tells you to do and do it fast.
Okay, Nancy. Dear customer, on August 2nd, you ordered tablets, pencils, gum, earplugs, Pens. Okay. Or gum erasers. Hello, Sunny June. We've received the 2 bolts of floral, which you returned to us and have credited your account. We're sorry that Minette found the material to be substandard. Rest assured that had there been any doubt as to its quality, the material would not have been for sale. So she was doing florals. Dear Miss Minette, I ain't never wrote nothing like this before, and I ain't too sure about this email stuff neither, but I saw a picture of a dress in magazine when I was working the library shift just now, and I mean, it was just so beautiful it stopped me in my tracks. Maybe it was because the gal that was wearing it was kind of shaped like me. I ain't huge or nothing, but I ain't exactly skinny neither. Or maybe it was because all the colors in it reminded me of those pretty bottles I got back home on Moon Lake. But anyways, I like that dress a bunch. When I looked at the other dresses on the page, I liked them too. So I read the article, what came with them, and found out you was their designer. So I thought you should know you make good dresses, and you shouldn't pay no mind to anybody what says you don't, especially that butterfly fella. He sounds like first-class jerk to me. And that's not exactly what Emily Griffin from Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake sounds like, but that's what everybody in rural North Carolina sounds like. So you're welcome. Elmo's Pizza Parlor. 3 out of our 4 attempts to deliver pizza to your place have resulted in screaming tirades. The delivery persons are fearing for their lives. Oh no, we will no longer do business with you. Sad. Ooh, this is like a reporter, or like a little TMZ reporter trying to get a scoop. We all know that Minette goes through assistance like a horse goes through hay. I can only assume that the reason Minette hasn't fired you yet is because she trusts you. You must know her secret. I will pay a large sum of money for that secret, because they want to know why she wears the mask. 2 of our agents may visit your premises in the near future to assess security risks because of the First Lady's evening gown. Okay. Well, we pretty much have our lay of the land. Easy. Let's just fix the printer, why don't we? We'll just guess. Probably we'll just guess. Darn. Close, but we are not aligned. I think that there is a book. These are Sunny's notes. Ah, here we go. Thank you for your purchase. Needs to be recalibrated. So maybe just one of these. The left, top, right. Was it? I think it was that. I'll take a picture maybe. Oh, well that was not even close. Okay, well at least the first one did letters. Affecting one setting may affect other settings. I've always just kind of YOLO'd this puzzle. Maybe I go in order?
There.
Oh, That was easy. I just did the first one.
Get the phone, please.
What if I don't pick up the phone?
Nancy, get the phone.
Am I gonna get fired?
Nancy, if
I'm not
you
gonna pick up the
that
phone.
You're fired.
Nancy?
Okay.
All right, that does it. Nancy, you're fired.
Nancy?
Actually? That was so quick.
Get the phone, please.
Okay, fine. I will pick up the phone.
Nancy, get the phone.
Bonjour.
I'm doing
Miss
it.
House of Design.
Bonjour, my name is Lynn Manrique. I'm with the Modern History Department at UC Kearns in the States, and I'm following up on the letter I sent to Minette about 2 weeks ago concerning Noisette Tornade.
One moment, please. Heather, someone named Lynn from UC Kearns is following up on a letter about Noisette Tornade.
Tell her we're sorry, but Minette is extremely busy and won't be able to get back to her for at least 6 weeks.
I'm sorry, but
I heard. Well, 6 weeks it is then. Thank you anyway.
I feel like I've heard that voice actress before. As a phone contact or something. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. I want to see what's broken on the floor.
Leave that alone, okay?
I love the logo. The green is great. Oh, is this my rival? Hugo Butterly. Wow, he's an English designer. He also does plus size fashion, so we must hate him. Wait, the incident? What incident? I'm not gonna read all of that. I want to know what's going on with Hugo, but I also just want to vibe and go out into the streets of Paris. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. She wants me to go to Pont Neuf. So I think that's where the park is. I have never been to Paris, so I don't know anything about this really, but I've been told that this park is fairly accurate to the actual park, and you can go visit it.
to the memory of the French fighters.
Great job, Nancy. We've really fought through that one.
Bonjour. Lequel préférez-vous?
Parlez-vous anglais?
If you buy, I speak whatever you like. I see you over there, the monument with the cross of Lorraine. You are a tourist?
Actually, I have a job here in Paris, but it's only temporary, so I guess I'm kind of a tourist.
Tourists are good. I welcome tourists. I am Malika. I sell fine things from around the world. The others who sell here, they sell things which they pry from the muck of their basements. You see something you like?
Well,
I'm just trying to remember which
how
item
much
she
are you
needs.
selling the green rings for?
They are green magic rings. They cost 15 euros.
Would 8 euros be okay?
Voila. What else do you like?
I'm a bargain babe.
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you come back, maybe then I have what you like.
I'll remember
She
that.
had
Merci.
everything was like a solid color.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Monsieur Marchand, à votre service.
Bonjour, Monsieur Marchand.
American tourist?
Sort of. Is that okay?
I like Americans. They are smart. I sell good stuff and they can tell. So, what are you going to buy?
Well,
I feel like one of these things I need, and I feel like the little wagon might also be important. I
what's
think it's the
in here?
canister.
A movie?
Oui,
Ugh.
it is an American short film. I am not sure if it is about a beloved beast of burden in Tibet or about someone who talks a lot.
It's expensive.
But it has won many awards. And the fact that it is in a nice blue canister makes it well worth 84 euro.
I think it's probably worth more like 42 euros.
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
Oh gosh, I don't know about the wagon. I don't know. I feel like there's a little traffic code I
really
gotta
don't wanna
buy.
anything right now.
By any chance, does Mademoiselle wish to earn some money?
Maybe. How?
The tourists, they like to buy hand-painted reproductions of famous works of art. But as you
Oh,
can
fraud.
see, it is difficult for me to paint them. But for a young woman such as you, it is easy.
You want me to paint the reproductions?
You see, the lines are already there. You look at the original painting, you put paint on your brush, you paint between the lines. Voila! A painting which the tourists will gobble up. And I pay you 15 euros for each one you complete. Do you wish to start now?
Sure thing.
Sure.
But of course.
Oh gosh. He stole a manhole cover out in the street in the middle of the night. He's just trying to make an honest living off the municipality. This one is way better to do than the Van Gogh one. Oh my gosh, isn't this the most beautiful Mona Lisa you've ever seen? Also, I understand that the Mona Lisa is on display in Paris, but could we get a French artist? No? No? Is it dangerous to take the manhole cover off? Yeah, I'd say. I'd say that's not so good.
Monsieur, how's this?
Magnifique! You have done excellent work. And for that, I reward you. Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. If you like the bargains, you have come to the right place. What captures the eyes?
Well...
I need the
Does
code.
this cost very much?
The traffic cone is one of my favorites. So colorful and so useful. With it, I myself learned to park my car parallel. And I ask only 10 euro for it.
I think 3 euros is a fair price.
It is yours.
I've
See
successfully
anything else
bargained.
you like?
No.
Actually, I don't see anything else.
Here, new things come and old things go all the time. You must come back.
I might just do that. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
I might need... Maybe it's not the traffic cone. Maybe it's the lava lamp. Whatever. It's fine. I feel like even in France, we should know not to take the manhole covers, right? Maybe not. They could be out here stealing the street signs left and right. I remember being in driver's ed in the States, and having to watch a video about this group of kids that had stolen a stop sign, and someone, you know, died, of course, in the story. And so it was like about these kids and their like felony conviction or whatever, and the fact that they killed somebody because they stole the stop sign, and like, don't do pranks, kids. Stuck with me. Stuck with me.
If you need to talk to Minette, good luck. She's playing that ridiculous online game she's obsessed with and refuses to do anything else until she gets the highest score. It is so aggravating.
She got a computer in here?
Minette.
Oh yeah.
Minette. Hello, Minette. Shh.
All right. Well, obviously there's nothing else to do except steal her identity.
Do you happen to know what Minette's login is?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
Got it.
Yes.
Oh, Brady Armstrong. Yes, look at him. Oh gosh. I can't see that well. What? How does this work? All the faces look the same up close. That's Ranger Acres. Oh my goodness. This is why. What has happened to me? I can't see these people. I am in shock. Do I have face blindness? I can see their hair. I cannot... Oh dear. Gosh, maybe I do have face blindness. This isn't good. Did I do it? I think I did it. This guy with the little bob, I was really hoping would get a match, but he did not.
All right.
There's so many little bobs. Gosh. Oh.
I got the highest score. Or should I say Carol did.
Oh my gosh, I did it. Heather, I won. I got the highest score. Send Nancy in here. We've got work to do, and I am on a roll.
I love a dumb woman.
Get in there before she decides she has to beat that score.
I love a dumb woman. Scott, it would not be funnier if the kids painted the stop sign green. I mean, yes, it would be funnier, but also probably people wouldn't die. So actually, maybe I'm coming around to it, because it would have been a safer prank. But as it was, those kids were regretting it deeply. And the state wanted me to know about it.
Ah, you have some stuff for me. Let's see it. The film canister is totally rude.
Yes.
Oh, I love the miniature traffic cone. And these rings? Beyond rude. I need more. Get me more stuff.
Okay. Oh yeah, stealing identities is absolutely on the table. Oh, so you're wait a second. So there's the green to go with the bucket, there's the orange to go with the traffic cone, there's the canister. So this is actually way easier than I thought it was. So we're looking for something red. So maybe it's the little wagon, or maybe it's the little wheel. We can do this. I do like the music in this one. Somebody didn't defer to me in a traffic circle today. I almost got in an accident because they didn't know what a yield sign was. It's okay, I honked my horn at them though and I didn't die. Y'all ever seen triple traffic circles before? The state of North Carolina thinks that they need to have 3 traffic circles, one next to another, to get you on a highway. It's the worst thing. I mean, it's not the worst thing because I kind of like traffic circles, but it's like it's hugely stupid for a country that largely does not know how to use traffic circles.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. What do you wish to buy?
Well, let's see. This miniature red wagon is kind of cute.
A little dirt, a colorful plant, and voila, you have a very interesting mobile planter. It is yours for 8 euros.
I'll give you 6 euros for it.
Vendu. What else tickles your fancy?
I got a lot of money. I'm doing good.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
I get new things all the time. You must come back.
I may just do that. Goodbye.
Au revoir.
It's actually, there's one area near me where there's actually 6 in a row. So it's 3, there's 1 traffic circle. Is it 6 or 4? It's 1 traffic circle to get you to 1. There's like 3 exits, and then it goes into another traffic circle, like a figure 8. And then there's like a little bit, and then there's another. Maybe it's only 3. I feel like there's an area where there's 2 sets of 3. It's really dumb. You gotta, like, I watched a video after encountering them to make sure I knew what I was doing. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. What captures the eyes this time?
Well,
I need something red. I don't think I need any of this stuff.
Actually, I don't see anything else.
Come back soon. Perhaps I will have new things.
Okay. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
But to tie it back to the game that we were playing, you know how in France they have that massive traffic circle? It's like 8 lanes. I could never do that. This is just like 2 lanes. And then there's like, you gotta figure out, yeah, how to navigate and not get dizzy. But those massive ones that are like thick, I don't even know how those work. You just gotta pray and jump in.
You cannot stay away. This is good.
Oh, don't be weird about it. Stop being weird about it. You're making me feel
You're
uncomfortable.
selling a wheel from a kiddie car?
With imagination, that wheel can be put to many uses, which is why the price is 35 euros.
I'd rather buy it for 9 euros.
That wheel is in perfect condition. 35 euros is my final price.
Well, I don't know if I need it, so I'm going to come
I
back.
don't think I want it after all.
What else do you like?
I do think once you try to bargain, though, and they say no, then you can't go back.
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
Next time I have what you want.
Sounds good. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Cool. Let's go hang out at the apartment. Let's go to the apartment. Is that here?
Come in, set your things down and come on over here. Hi, JJ Ling. I shake your hand, but I get flour all over you. Oh, and Heather called and told me about your luggage. No worries. I have plenty of clothes in every size imaginable. Your bedroom's down that hall. The airline lost my luggage once, told me it was gone for good and paid me $100. Then 5 years later, my suitcase shows up on my doorstep. And a bill for the $100 they'd paid me. Plus interest.
I love that. Yeah, that the glass prism should be for sale, Scott. I think it's supposed to, I mean, it's kind of evoking the Louvre.
Oh my gosh, really?
What? You don't believe me?
Of course I do.
The worst part was I had to toss out almost everything that was in it. Clothes, makeup. I mean, the stuff was 5 years old, right? You like chocolate chip cookies?
I love chocolate chip cookies.
So do I. And the nice thing is, I'm about 3 pounds shy of being the perfect size 12 that I need to be for Minette. I have a very high metabolism. So, I make cookies, I eat cookies, and since you're here, I share cookies.
So this is Minette's, like, human model.
Heather wants me to pick up an envelope from you.
Oh yeah, it's right over there. Heather needed a bunch of personal information so they can pay me, but I refused to give it out over the phone. I'm real paranoid about that sort of stuff. Don't ask me why, I just am. Go ahead and take it to her.
So that's a good idea. Yeah, you should write your personal information down so it can't be stolen, you know, so then the people can't steal it because you physically wrote it down. That's why I write my PIN on my bank card in Sharpie.
Can you think of anyone who might be out to get Minette?
Well, Dieter, obviously.
Dieter von Schwesterkrank?
He and Minette went out for about 6 months. Then all of a sudden, last April, Minette dumped him. Just tossed him aside like last month's edition of Vogue.
Was he angry?
You'd have to ask him. Just watch out when you're in that photographic studio of his. He lets his pet boa constrictor slither around loose in there.
He has a pet boa constrictor?
That's what I said. Don't you believe me?
I don't like how you're questioning or making me question your statements of fact. Are you not trustworthy?
Well, I guess.
Hardly anybody knows about it. I think it may be illegal. If you happen to be in there, be careful.
Why does Minette want you to be a size 12?
Contractually, I have to be a size 12. See, Minette is into curves, so she designs clothes for full-figured curvy women. Because I signed on to be a fitting model, I have to maintain the ideal size 12 weight and shape.
This was pretty groundbreaking in 2006. Are we gonna have a National Treasure moment here, Scott? Because I'm ready for it. Doesn't National Treasure start in Paris? Wait. I feel like it does. I'm almost certain.
What's a fitting model?
A fitting model puts on samples from a designer's latest line, so the designer can create each piece on a real live person instead of a dress form. It's not very exciting. In fact, it's totally boring. Plus, you're always getting stabbed with pins. But it pays the bills.
Yeah, I mean, you're living in Paris and eating cookies. This seems pretty chill.
Does anyone else live here?
Nope, it's just me. And you now. Managed to get a short-term lease. Soon as I'm done being Minette's fitting model, I am out of here.
I'll be back in a bit.
Ciao, Bella.
Back to Australia. I love it. So something cute about this game is that they set the tone with a daily newspaper, and the newspaper is relevant. It might not seem like it, but it is. Top story. Local mint growers, unhappy with the fact that mint prices have fallen to 15 a kilogram, are attempting to drive prices back up by withholding, and sometimes destroying their harvests. Which is crazy because mint is like painfully easy to grow. Actually, that's kind of surprising. So the mint farmers are going crazy, charging people €5 for a single sprig. Surely that couldn't be useful to the mystery. Surely not. That's probably irrelevant, right? Right. The Paris catacombs. They just not just, okay. They just not just call people that go into the catacombs cataphiles. No. No. The catacombs were created in 1785 when it became clear that central Paris was in danger of being contaminated by its overflowing the cemeteries. I guess that could make sense. It's overflowing the cemeteries. The remains of their former residents, 5 to 6 million in all, were dug up, carted to the network of depleted limestone quarries that lay beneath the city, and stacked in its empty caverns in huge, artfully arranged, carefully labeled piles. Because of safety concerns, the authorities have sealed off the vast majority of these ossuaries. Okay, fabulous. I did not go into the catacombs when I was in Rome. I wish I had done that. And I've been to Rome a couple of times, and I missed it both times. Dang it. Anyway. Wouldn't it be cool if this became relevant to the story? Gosh, I sure hope so. Oh, is this where Dieter is? Look at him. How would we describe the difference in color between his pants and his suit jacket? The pants are like, one of them is lilac and one of them is violet, right? Or like the top is indigo and the pants are violet. The people in this game just cannot get the undertones correct, you know? Or maybe that's the choice. Maybe it's like pattern mixing, but with colors.
No, don't say anything. Let me guess. You lost your passport, so you're looking for the American consulate to get it replaced. Only you wound up here because you asked a Parisian for directions, and you thought you understood what he said, only you didn't. Am I right?
It is very German of you to look down on me, but I don't think it is very German of you to have been as creative as you were in your insult.
Well, you got the part about being an American right.
But you're not lost? Ugh, I must be losing my touch. Dieter von Schwesterkrank. Please don't tell me you're a would-be model who thinks her career would take off if only I would photograph her.
No, my name's Nancy Drew. Minette sent me here to pick up some fabric photos.
Ach, I regret to say I have not printed them up yet, nor will I have time to do so for quite a while. Had I used my digital cameras, there would be no problem, but unfortunately, the essence of those fabrics was better captured by film.
Oh no. I don't have any post-it notes.
But I need to deliver them to that fashion editor, Jean-Michel Traquenard, today.
My regrets once again. Do you know how to make prints?
No. Hey, Guadalupe, welcome.
No.
Then you will learn. There is a binder on the bookshelf that will tell you how to make prints with the paper I use, which is Krollmeister Eskachrome PB paper. The darkroom is through the door with the red light by it, and the 4 negatives from which prints need to be made are next to the enlarger. I'm sure you'll do fine.
Dieter, I love that you are German. I'm happy to help you. I am sad about your pants, though. He might be colorblind. What is it, like a quarter of men? Maybe it's not his fault. You know, this might be the time I do the cheat, Eva. I don't think I've ever done it before, but otherwise I don't know how we're gonna survive. So if you could tell me how to do it, that would be awesome. I'm pretty sure I just flushed the toilet 800 times.
Just make sure you don't knock over anything in there. Some of those chemicals are extremely volatile.
For sure. Drag him, Eva. His German accent's not good.
Whoa, look at all those bottles of chemicals. One false move and boom.
So the actual puzzle is really hard. And essentially what you do is you have to go through all of these steps, which would be easy, except you have to turn off the lights.
With all those chemicals around, I'm going to have to be real careful.
So me, as a child, and everyone else in the Nancy Drew community, did what any sane person would do. And you take post-it notes or pieces of paper, and you stick them on your monitor for all of the steps. And then you, because if you click here randomly, we'll get a second chance. Just watch.
Shoot.
So, naturally, you use the post-it note method. However, you do not have to do the post-it note method. You can just turn around and flush the toilet 800 times.
Help yourself.
Thanks, Dieter. Love the wooden toilet seat. I was hoping he would comment on this. I don't know how many times I have to do it. Six, maybe? I'm glad that the nice soundtrack is on level 1, and the car sounds and the toilet sounds are on level 100. That's how I like it. So are they done now? What? What? Did it work? Eva, help! So there I was, the fool, flushing the toilet 800 times in a German man's photography studio, just begging for a chance. And I'm gonna say it, it's seat up too. It's seat up. That's so disrespectful. In this open area with all of these items. Okay, there we go.
I'll just put them in an envelope and I'll be all set.
Do we need to take a bathroom break? Does anyone need to leave? Okay. Dieter.
Ah, you made the prints.
I
Now
did.
you get to have the pleasure of delivering them to Monsieur Traconard.
I did have a pretty good German accent at one point, Eva, but I don't think I have it anymore. I had a lovely visiting professor from Bavaria, and I'm actually very proud of him. He was super nice, and he actually became the Burgermeister of his town, literally. Became the Burgermeister, because when he was here in town, he was saying that he was campaigning, and he was like, yeah, like I'm running to be the mayor, like the Burgermeister, whatever, but I'm not gonna win because I'm running against a pretty blonde lady. And he was like bald and short and like, you know, whatever. He was super sweet, but he was like, I'm not gonna win because she's pretty and I'm not. And then he won. He went back and he won. So when I was in his class, I had a really good German accent, you know? I had it down pat, but now that I haven't been, you know, around it, I don't think I could do it anymore. I know, he's Burgermeister Meisterburger. He was really nice. He was very, very nice. Sounds like you don't like him.
What's he going to do with them? Do you know?
Heather said that he wants to use them to illustrate an upcoming story about modern fabrics.
Ooh.
What's your opinion of Minette's assistant, Heather McKay?
Heather's a bright girl. Her crush on me is unfortunate, but I can handle it.
Your hands are huge, Dieter.
She has a crush on you?
It's obvious to me that she does. Dealing with models the way I do day in and day out, I've gotten pretty good at knowing what women are thinking and feeling.
Okay.
Does Heather know that you know?
I've said nothing to her because although there is no chance that I will ever reciprocate her feelings, I see no point in hurting her. Let her have her crush. Eventually she will set her heart on someone else and I will be forgotten.
Very practical of you. And also super cool of you to be telling me.
I hear that you used to date Minette.
That is correct.
That is correct. You got so serious. Eva, I love every time we get a little bit of Eva lore. I feel like you just have the most interesting life. I hope that's okay for me to say. You just seem very, very cool. You're not dating her now, right?
But you're not
Dieter?
dating her now?
No.
Why are you upset?
Because...
You would have to ask her. She broke up with me by leaving a message on my cell phone, and she
In
hasn't
06?
It was an unforgivable outrage. I don't claim to be a paragon of virtue, but even I didn't deserve that.
I'm sorry, Dieter. It sucks to get that message on the BlackBerry. I know. It's not cool.
How well do you know JJ Ling?
As well as I care to. The way she's always pulling out that annoying word game and begging people to play. And did you know that she won a lottery back in the States? That's right, she's actually filthy rich. What kind of person models when she's filthy rich?
But she's
There's
Australian.
something not quite right about that girl.
Interesting. She probably blew it all. She seems like the type of lady that she just accidentally spent it all.
Is it true that you keep a pet boa constrictor in here?
Don't be ridiculous. I would never keep an exotic pet like that in here. Although I may have lost an exotic pet like that in here once.
But you
Dieter.
found it, right?
No, never did. But don't worry. I'm sure it's found its way out by now. They get pretty active when they're hungry, you know, and I haven't seen it for months. But, just in case, watch where you step.
Does Jean-Mi dislike you as much as you seem to dislike him?
It wouldn't surprise me. I refuse to bow and scrape when I'm in his presence, and he resents me for it. He's not used to that. You see, most people are so afraid he'll write something bad about them that as far as they're concerned, whatever Jean-Mi wants, Jean-Mi gets, no questions asked.
You've had no contact
We haven't met
at all
him
with
yet.
Minette since she broke it off?
None. All my dealings with her now are strictly professional, with Heather handling any and all communication between us.
Ooh, okay, so we're gonna try to bait him to see if he wrote the creepy letter.
Have you tried communicating with her anonymously?
Are you accusing me of something?
Should I be?
Of course not. You know, curiosity is not necessarily a good thing, Fräulein. I try to remember that if I were you.
Thanks for your help.
Come back anytime.
What's the obsession with German characters in American media calling everybody Fräulein?
What's this?
That's just a toy I made when I was a boy. Go ahead and play with it if you want. I still do.
Thanks, Dieter.
Nice camera. Is it digital?
Yes, very high res though. Very limited capacity. Would you like to borrow it?
That's all right. Thank you anyway.
If you change your mind, let me know.
So he just met me and he wants me to use his very expensive digital camera? I don't know. Maybe he thinks I'm cute. Everybody in the early Nancy Drew games has a crush on Nancy. I'm gonna assume the worst. This is what we were gonna have to do in the dark, but we didn't do it. You think the word Fräulein is funny? Both Scott and Hannah? And the word schnitzel? That one's slightly more funny to me than Fräulein, I suppose.
Oui?
Let's give it a go. Let's give it a whirl, Nancy.
Excusez-moi, mais êtes-vous Monsieur Traquenard?
Please, in English. I do not wish to hear my native tongue butchered while I eat. As for my name, not Traquenard. It is Jean-Michel Traquenard.
Jean-Michel Traquenard.
Traquenard! Traquenard!
Traquenard.
Enough! What can I do for you, Mademoiselle?
Drew. Nancy Drew. I've just started working for Minette as an assistant.
Oh? What happened to Ezer?
Elzer?
Ezer Mickey.
Huh? Oh, Heather McKay. No, Heather still works for Minette. I'm kind of working for both of them.
Our Lady of the Mask has fired 3 assistants in the past 5 months. I hope you are not next. In fact, that Ezer has managed to avoid the axe for this long is truly remarkable.
Here, I'm supposed to give these photos to you. They came straight from Dieter von Schwesterkrank's darkroom. I printed them up myself.
You are quite doué as a photo developer. Bravo for you, Nancy Drew. Merci. I was afraid Ezer had forgotten. So, you had the pleasure of meeting Herr von Schwesterkrank, eh?
So you guys are saying German words and YouTube is turning them into English? Except it didn't turn schnitzel into English, which I guess is fair. Did it? What did you say, Hannah? You didn't say pierogi, did you? Okay, you said speed limit, and it made me think. So there was this game that I played, speaking of fun games, growing up, where it was a French card game, actually. And, okay, it's called Milbourne. It's a classic French card game created in 1954 where players race to reach 1,000 miles. Or Milbourne. I think that's how you say it. I might be saying it wrong. And it's super fun and cute. And you get, like, speed limits, and you could get like a flat tire, and it was super cute. I don't know if anybody else played this game, but it came out like it was widely distributed in the States, I'm pretty sure, by Parker Brothers. So if anyone else has played this game, please let me know. Eva used to play it. I had such a fun time playing this game with my dad, and I would like to bring it up because I don't think I've played it for many, many, many years. And, you know, this is my Scopa. That's not Scopa. Obviously, I still love Scopa, but this is where I started. So, this is just hashtag cultured for you. And you guys, yeah, you keep throwing all the German words you can in the chat, and it's just gonna get changed. Although, somehow, Hannah got around it. No funny business, though.
He seemed very nice.
Dieter is a very enterprising young man, which in most cases is good, but when arrogance enters the picture, pff. So, do you, like Ezer, hope to leave your mark on the world of couture?
I thought Dieter was 35, but okay.
I have no desire to design wild and crazy dresses, if that's what you mean.
Then you are an intelligent young lady, Nancy. In the world of couture, a single creation worn by someone famous to a high-profile event, such a dress can be worth a fortune in publicity, which makes it a desperately competitive world. A dog-eat-dog world. A world where bad things can and do happen to good people. You must order something. I insist. La carte, s'il vous plaît.
This was the cerulean moment.
Mademoiselle.
Thank you. I mean, merci.
Order anything you want. Everything here is superb. And Henri, he is the best waiter in all of France.
Well, in that case...
This was the cerulean moment where Nancy should have been hit upside the head with the value of the fashion industry. Gosh. I do love a croque monsieur. But I know better. I need something because of something I can't tell you yet.
I think I'll have the crème de glace.
Oui, mademoiselle.
Merci, Henri. Ajoutez-le à mon édition.
Wait, did I order the wrong thing? That'd be hilarious.
Ice cream with a sprig of mint on top. So refreshing.
Yum. That was
Nancy, no!
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
So, what else do you wish from me?
Nancy, there's a mint shortage.
I'm staying with JJ Ling, the model. Do you know her?
But of course, I know everyone who is anyone when it comes to fashion. And Gigi, she is a breath of fresh air.
But what about JJ Ling?
You mean Gigi Ling?
No, I mean JJ.
Gigi.
JJ.
En français, you pronounce G like J and J like G. She may very well be JJ in America, but in France, she is Gigi.
I love fighting with the man that looks like French Guy Fieri. Just within seconds of meeting him, and after he's now paid for my ice cream.
How well does she get along with Minette?
From what I hear, very well. Which is surprising when you consider all things. I assume she told you how she was tricked into a current contract with Minette.
No, she didn't. Minette tricked her?
If you do not know, you will have to ask Gigi. Just because I know everything that happens in the world of haute couture does not mean that I repeat everything.
Love that for you. That's super smart.
If you had to name Minette's worst enemy, who would that be?
Ugo Batelli, without a doubt.
Ugo.
Not only do he and Minette have similar design styles, so that they are constantly competing for the same couture clients, but both of them are unthinking, socially inept egoists. It is a rare week that goes by without one of them insulting the other.
That's beautiful. Also, are they really fighting for couture clients when they're both focused on ready-to-wear designs for the masses? Like, shouldn't they be working on the licensing deal with Walmart? Why are we worried about the First Lady's dress? I'm a little confused. Like, '06? Do y'all remember, the girlies know, do you remember the Hannah Montana clothing line at Walmart? The things they were doing in '06.
Do you know of anyone else with a grudge against Minette?
Other than the people she has fired unfairly,
Maybe it was a couple years
the
after
models
that.
she has treated badly, and the vendors she has harassed over the years? No. You ask very curious questions, Mademoiselle Drew. They make me think you know more than you are saying. And as a member of the press, I'm not sure that I like that.
I'll just keep asking questions.
How can I contact this Hugo Butterly person?
His phone number is right here in my digital assistant. Of course,
Give it
it's
out.
extremely unlikely that you will be able to talk to him in person. Even I occasionally have trouble penetrating the wall of sycophants that surrounds him. So, what else do you wish from me?
I feel like Walmart was absolutely killing it at that point in time. And I'm not saying that there isn't cute stuff now. Like, I know people still find cute stuff and whatever, but like, I don't know. No boundaries? There was a moment in time. I feel like it was there was Hannah Montana merch, like clothing that was super cute. And then I want to say maybe Miley had her own once she kind of like became more. And I just remember I loved it. Although now, okay, actually though, when I was at the Walmart, they've been doing this for a few years now. Now, do you remember Justice? Do you remember Justice? When I was a kid, standalone store, you gotta go to the mall. You gotta go to the mall to go to Justice. It's like nicer. I think it was nicer. It was definitely like, I thought it was expensive when I was a kid. But now you can buy Justice branded clothing at Walmart. They're putting the kids in Justice clothing again. I'm like, yes, the world is healing. It's beautiful. I hope No Boundaries is still around. I hope. Maybe I need to go take a peek, see. It was a sleigh.
Do you have any idea why Minette wears that mask?
I believe she is the victim of botched plastic surgery.
That's a great guess.
Do you have proof?
No, but I tell you this, Nancy. Some women with noses that would put birds of prey to shame are perfectly content with their appearance, while others with acceptable features are convinced they are more hideous than Frankenstein. Self-image. It can make people do strange things.
Oh, for sure. I would be way too scared to get a nose job. Like, I feel like I could absolutely do filler, do whatever. I won't, because I'm also like hate needles and think that most of the time people take it too far. But like a nose job, like they're oh gosh, like, and the things you have to do afterwards, like they send you home like stuffed up with gauze, and then you have to take it out of your face, and just like just imagining it is awful. And also lip filler. Listen, maybe a girl could use it, but the idea, like the concept, like, have you ever had like a pimple on your lip, or like have you ever like the pain? Oh gosh. I was even thinking about like maybe I should get my eyebrows like micro needled or something recently. I don't even know if I would do that. It just scares me. Yeah, so they send you home packed up. Like they stuff gauze up into your nasal cavities. And then apparently like day 3, you have to take it all out. And apparently it's like, some people say it's satisfying. The concept of something being in your face, like just crusted up in there. I don't disrespect anyone's choice to do it. I'm just too scared. I'm just way too much of a wimp.
Do you have a real office somewhere?
When I'm writing my column, I go to my office at Glam Glam. When I'm researching my column, I come here. I have my telephone, which can do everything save sing the Marseillaise, good food, and a chair for whomever stops by.
That's great.
We'll talk again later, okay?
D'accord.
I guess it could be funny if it wasn't happening
Dad
to
made me
you,
promise
Scott.
not to go anywhere by myself after dark. This'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Oh, she's walking herself to bed. It's beautiful, day 2. She's back at it.
Oh, goody, you're back. I'm really bored. Let's play Hangman. You know how to play, right?
Hangman? Well, yeah, sure.
Great. Okay, I'll think of a 6-letter word and you try to guess what it is. Ready?
Ready. A. E.
Right you are.
S.
That's a winner.
Well, it's not Sen, because there would have been another E. It's probably gonna be themed, right?
R.
Sorry.
Have I ever gotten into watching... I feel like I haven't gotten into watching plastic surgery videos, but I've totally gone down the whole pimple popper rabbit hole. I'm just gonna confess to that right now. And it's just skincare in general. I watch it. I like it. I used to like it more. I don't really do it anymore. So, okay, I like this perspective, Scott. So you're fine with the appearance, but if you could get something out of it, if you could get a superpower, it'd be worth it. See, like, I have awful vision. Nothing could convince me to get LASIK. Nothing. Nothing. That would be a superpower for me, but I still couldn't bring myself to do it.
T.
Oopsie.
M.
Bingo.
Smoky.
O.
Oopsie.
I.
Right you are.
L.
Bingo.
Smiley?
Y.
Nope.
Smiled?
D.
You won. Play again?
No thanks.
Anytime you want to play, just let me know.
See you later.
See ya.
How about we save the game? That'd be a good idea. Yeah, danger. Love it. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to name my save file. Soggy summer brings deluge of flooded basements. Are basements popular in Paris? An unusually wet summer has caused water damage in a record number of homes throughout Paris and vicinity. More than 300 millimeters of rain have fallen in the area since June 1, almost twice the average amount, resulting in hundreds of complaints to the sewer district. Imagine living in the sewer district. That would suck. Can we come up with a nicer name for it? U.S. Bingo champion wins again. Lost ruins. Roman city discovered. Entire city unearthed below a en Provence college dorm room. I feel like short form content is not good for me, but when I do watch it and it's satisfying, it's always like today. Actually, I want to know your guilty pleasure short form content. Today, they got me. You know how they got me? Doll collecting. That's right. I watched people with Barbie dolls. And they were like, look at this cool Barbie doll in my collection. And it's a designer Barbie doll. And look, here are the cool shoes that they put on. And I was like, do I want to collect Barbies and have them all like in my house? No. Do I want to watch that girl unbox it? Yes. Yes, I do. Oh, I lost my pillow. I was too excited to talk about Barbie. So please let me know. I love a baking moment for sure. Gardening, people that make things. Ugh. Then I don't feel as bad about the short form content if it's actually something cool that someone is being amazing and talented about. Not like the crap I used to pump out. Watching people eat food in foreign countries? Excellent. That sounds excellent. I guess I gotta go to work. Trying to think of anything else. Oh, and like dressmaking. I get a lot of like historical dressmakers. Love that.
Get the phone, please.
Okay, I don't want to get fired.
Bonjour, Minette's House of Design.
Bonjour. Est-ce que c'est Heather?
No.
This is Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew. Oh my, that name is familiar. But for the life of me, I cannot remember why. Nancy Drew. This is going to drive me mad.
May I ask who this is?
Do we remember her?
Rutherford.
Prudence Rutherford.
Oh, shoot.
I know you. I talked to you when I was working at the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I'm Nancy Drew, remember? You sent me a copy of your fire ruby necklace. You know.
Don't say that in front of Heather.
Oh, good heavens, yes, of course, Nancy Drew. Why, as I understand it, it was largely because of your investigatory prowess that my real necklace was recovered soon thereafter. What on earth is a nascent detective like you doing answering the telephone for Minette? Get down from there. Excuse me, dear.
Nancy, tell her the designs are done and will be shipped to her by the end of the week. Then go to the work table and finish them.
You want me to finish them?
The instructions are all right there. Piece of cake.
Are you? Why my husband insists on sitting here in my study in his soggy tennis togs when he has the run of the whole villa is beyond me. Oh dear. Thanks to that scallywag, I've quite forgotten what we were talking about.
I forget too. But the important thing is, I'm going to ship you some designs very shortly.
I love this puzzle.
You should have them by the end of the week.
Wonderful. I'm sure they're going to knock my socks off and blow me away, as you young people like to say. Lucille, get the deodorizer, please. Philip's been in here again, I'm afraid.
She talks about her husband like her dog.
Dear, or shall I say, à tout à l'heure.
Can I talk to her more, please? I would like to move into her villa and just talk to her for a living.
Are the designs I'm supposed to finish for Prudence Rutherford under here?
You got it.
I feel like I've seen that lady, Hannah. Is she like a forager? And she dresses... I feel like she's got cute makeup or something too. I used to be more into the makeup ladies. I'm not as much anymore. Used to be really into like pageants. Actually, not like pageants like, well, I used to be under the impression that like Miss America was lame, but Miss Universe was cool and cosmopolitan. Anyway, I think we've proven that that's not the case. But I mean, my personal Instagram, which was built brick by brick from 2012 to 2015, it cracks me up sometimes looking back there and seeing what I used to follow. It was like, it's just not what I would do for myself anymore.
First thing I need to do is flip up this plastic sheet.
Sure thing, Nancy. So, it's a logic puzzle. We're gonna have some rules we have to follow, and then we have to build an outfit that fulfills the rules. Perfect. Summer is my least favorite season, but one must look smashing at all times. In these dog days, I can be sporty, tranquil, domestic, capricious, and professional. So please consider the following for my outfit design. I need chromatic consistency, unlike Dieter. 3 pieces of clothing must be of the same color. No purses. I cannot be bothered with this formality during summer. Nothing white, blonde, or yellow. I want my feet to be furry. Okay, well, let's do that first. She wants green on her legs and head. Well, that's easy. Legs and head are green. This is going to set the tone for the whole shebang. No patterns, no leather. Rain gear would be completely inappropriate. I've maintained my youthful looks all of these years and need at least some sort of sun protection on my body. Ooh, okay, sun protection. Well, if we're not going to do an umbrella, then I guess that leaves us with some sunnies. Oh, it's already a sleigh. Well, just maybe... Is there a third green item? She said no purses, though, so I can't add the pineapple. So how am I going to get to 3 of any color? Nothing white, blonde, or yellow. So this... Nothing white. I mean, she's got to hold something. A rifle? Oh, no yellow. She needs an accessory. Oh, maybe the pink. Is this not... Or do you hold the boa? Put the boa on. Oh my gosh. How does the boa work? She holds it. She holds it. My bad.
By George, I think you've got it.
It's a sleigh. Alright. My cruise wear must speak to my aura and challenge the boring and pretentious mindsets one often encounters in these arbitrary but necessary meetings of my peers. No skirts. She wants to show skin. She must not include any clothing or accessory from my summer outfit. No jeans. So last year. My head and face must be consistently themed. No primary colors or yellow. Yellow is a primary color, babe. Unless we're talking about magenta, cyan, and yellow. In which case, it's still primary. Ooh, discuss. What are the primary colors to you? I am fully team cyan, magenta, yellow. One item that's tropical. Well, obviously, we're gonna go with the pineapple. No jeans. I feel like we're gonna rock the capri. It's gotta be a capri. She wants to show skin. How about the fluffy, like, bra? That's nice. She wants her... I feel like any of these shoes could work. Oh, no primary color, so she can't have those. She can't reuse these. Oh no, she had these slippers. That's wild. Team red, blue, yellow is wild. That's crazy. But she probably doesn't want rain boots. So how about some elf boots? I mean, there's cowboy boots. It doesn't feel... Nothing black. And then her head and face must be consistently themed. So... I mean, that's consistent. I guess, or we could do this. That's amazing. Well, I didn't take fine arts classes. I think like a printer. I think like that little plotter we fixed. Once I went down the rabbit hole, I came out on the cyan, magenta, yellow side, and I don't think anything could ever convince me to come back. I just don't think it could. So consistently themed. We can't use this hat, we can't use this hat. Maybe it's the shoes that are wrong. Oh gosh, she wants to show skin. This is a primary color. Yeah, maybe it's the shoes. Consistently themed. I mean, oh, yellow. She said no yellow. So I have to do this? This is the required headgear. Oh, dear.
You're on a
Oh,
roll.
no. I really want to see an old woman in that outfit. Desperately. Oh. For my fall ensemble, I want something dashing, but a bit reserved. Something funky, but not upstaging. Okay, to wit, please consider and do not deviate from my wishes. I would never. If my outfit contains something black, it must also contain something white. The clothing I wear as a top cannot be a single color. No red for fall. A boa would be inappropriate. I insist I only have one piece of rain gear. Nothing sporty. No dark sunglasses. Nothing with braids. No clothing or accessories that would make me think of animals or plants. Black or white is okay, but should not appear above the neckline. It's chilly in Topeka, so please no short sleeves or short pants. Well, then I gotta go here. Obviously, flannels for fall. She said no red. She said we can do white, but it cannot be above the neck. Let's hit some rain boots. I'd love the rifle to be included. Please. Please include the rifle. No dark sunglasses, but she could have... No, she said no white over the thing. No braids. Does she have to have everything? I mean, the flannel just doesn't seem very high fashion, but Prudence is gonna rock it. She's gonna rock it. It's gonna look cute. If it contains something black, it must also contain something white. That makes me think we should be using it.
Well, that's that. All three outfits
No.
are ready for you to
No.
send to Prudence.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, looks good to you, Heather. That's a clue. That's information we should be using. Oof. I hope Prudence loves it. Packaged with a smooch and a care. I love Prudence. You think I have a checklist? Probably not. Because I'm a senior detective. That did that, did that. Oh, should I give Heather the personal information I've been carrying around?
What's up? Here's that envelope I picked up from JJ. I almost forgot.
No problem.
It's just her social security number and also her credit card
Do you work for Minette
information.
because you want to be a fashion designer too?
Well, I studied at Rhode Island School of Design and Central St. Martin's in London.
Not Risty!
I am a fashion designer.
Yes!
I work for Minette mostly so I can develop some contacts and get a feel for the business end of things.
Why do I know about Risty? What are they known for? They're one of the ones. They're one of the fine arts schools. I do know that. I'm not familiar with the other school in London.
When do you think you'll be ready to go off on your own?
I don't know.
Heather, my pencil's missing. It was right here and now it's gone. You walked off with it again.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I'm telling you, it's not here.
Did you check behind your ear?
Oh.
When Minette fires me, that's when I'll go off on my own. And as you just heard, that could be any day now.
Talk to you later.
God,
Allez, bye-bye.
you seem like you're managing this situation pretty well.
More stuff. How delightfully rude. Show me. This is
Hope
junk.
this is it.
Junk
Oh.
won't inspire me. I need stuff. Get me stuff. Go.
Okay. Well, okay, fine. Can't do anything until she leaves. This music is so good, but it's being drowned by ambiance. So I'm gonna buy the little wheel. It was pretty expensive though. Oh, Oops, I stumbled into Dieter.
What is it now?
Nothing.
Au revoir.
Come back anytime.
I did not. I wasn't here on purpose. Swipe that Metro card.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. What do you wish to buy?
Well,
I don't-
let's see.
It's an accident.
I really
Goodbye.
don't want to buy anything right now.
Maybe you will want something next time.
No.
Maybe. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
You cannot stay away. This is good.
She
What do you
scares me.
like?
I don't like the way she speaks to me.
You said the price of this is what?
The price is 35 euros.
I'll take it.
Voila. What
A
else?
lot
do
of
you
money.
like?
In 2006?
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
Next time I have what you want.
Sounds good. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
All right, let's throw this at her. I think this is the last item I need. I think. When did Mean Girls come out? Because I feel like she's having a Mean Girls moment when she says rude. But I don't know when that movie came out. I feel like that came out in like 2007. She's making up words.
More stuff. How delightfully rude. Show me. No. This is junk.
I
Get me
spent so
stuff.
much on it.
Go.
Mean Girls came out in 2003? Actually? That's crazy. Well, I feel like it's a bit of an homage. There's a lot of inspiration happening. All right, well, she didn't like either of the things, and I was going off of this because all of them have matched the color, so I thought it needed to be red. But maybe it doesn't need to be red, and maybe I'm lost. And I'm gonna spend all my money. Scott, you went to the Mean Girls school? Were you a mean girl? That's a very cool fact. Okay, I mean...
Bonjour, mademoiselle. What captures the eyes this time?
Well, let's see.
For some reason, this item calls
What's
to me...
the price of this lava lamp?
That lamp is very special. The truck which rises and falls inside it, unlike any I have ever seen. Watching it will entertain you for hours. And I am selling it for only 20 euro.
I'll give you 5 euros for it.
My price is 20 euro. You may take or leave.
I'll take it.
It is yours. See anything else you like?
No, this is all junk.
Actually, I don't see anything else.
Come back soon. Perhaps I will have new things.
Okay. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
I mean,
What do
is
you
it the
wish to
manhole cover? There's no way.
Well, let's see.
It's not even the
A
color.
manhole cover?
It is a genuine Parisian manhole cover, one which would make a fine souvenir for someone back home. And it is only 45 euro.
No, thank you.
What else tickles the fancy?
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Maybe you will want something next time.
Maybe. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
I wonder what they saw in your high school, Scott, that called them to it. You know? And just the outside of it and the football field, not the inside.
You cannot stay away. This is good. What do you like?
Nothing.
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
Next time I have what you want.
Sounds good. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Why is this such a difficult puzzle? I regret not going and being an extra in the Hunger Games when it was filmed in my general vicinity and several people I knew went to be Capitol citizens. They also filmed all of the District 12 and the arena in North Carolina. So I really fumbled the ball on that one, guys. Alright, let's try again. She's gonna yell at me.
More stuff. How delightfully rude. Show me. The lava lamp is perfect. How absolutely positively rude.
But that doesn't follow the theme.
The rings, the canister, the cone. They're perfect. I adore them all. I'll take care of this other junk you bought. Now go away. I have work to do.
But tell me why the lava lamp. Tell me why the red didn't. What? Is it because it has like the same? What? I'm confused.
Heather, where is JJ?
I told you, she's not answering her phone.
Heather, I don't want excuses. I want JJ now.
Nancy? It seems that Minette has finally thought up all the designs she needs for her spring collection. But instead of putting them down on paper, like a normal designer, she insists on creating them on a live model. Hence her sudden, desperate need for JJ.
Well, let's go pick her up.
Why isn't JJ answering her phone?
Who knows? Sometimes I think she's even more neurotic than Minette.
I'll head
Well, she's
over
a
to
serial
her apartment
liar.
and see what the problem is.
Heather, I don't want excuses. I want JJ now.
Go like the wind.
Yes, ma'am. We're on fire with the passion of fashion design. Well, I'm glad you don't have any regrets, Hannah. That's a good thing not to regret it. I feel like a lot of American movies love using Canada, Scott. They love Canada for their filming needs. They yearn for the North.
Hey, Rumi, how's it going?
Or at least they used to. Now they just use Georgia because of taxes or something. I don't know.
Minette needs you at her studio. In fact, she's been screaming for you, literally.
Too bad. I'm not going anywhere until these mint chocolate chip cookies are finished.
But if I go back there without you, Minette'll fire me.
Too bad. Silly me, I just said that, didn't I?
Look,
she's
go
the
to
worst.
Studio. I'll finish those for you, okay? I'll do a great job, I promise.
Well, I'll head over there. But I'm gonna call you before I set one foot inside Minette's studio. And if those aren't done, or if you try to lie...
Why are you so obsessed with the truth? I'm a little concerned.
Just go, please.
Well, all right. Everything you need is right here. Recipe, baking sheet, mixing bowl, measuring cups and spoons, ingredients, and if you mess up and want to start over, just turn around and dump it down the sink. One problem though. The recipe calls for fresh mint.
In Paris?
Only I had to toss the sprig I had because it was moldy. So you're going to have to go out and find some more. Which could be hard because there's some kind of mint shortage thing going on. Oh, and I'm also out of brown sugar. I think there's a way to substitute for it using molasses somehow, but that's your problem now. Remember, I'm going to call you when I get to Minette's. If those cookies aren't done, I'm going to go shopping instead. And Minette's going to go bonkers. Ta-ta!
Wow. Okay. Well, I don't think that this apartment in Paris has a garbage disposal. So I feel a little bit bad dumping cookie dough down the sink. Here's some molasses.
Here's some molasses. What are books doing in here? What in the world is JJ doing with books on electrical engineering?
This dumb woman doesn't know how to read. Nancy, why would you say it like that? Awful read. Gosh. Okay. So, I got it. Now you know why I need the mint. But I really just want to croque monsieur. There's a little chain in Jacksonville. There's like 3 of them. They're called Le Petit, and it's a little French bakery, and they do cute little drinks and pastries, and they also have really good food. And they do these baguette sandwiches, and I always get the Le Germain, and it's like arugula and what is it? Arugula and like shaved Parmesan and like mozzarella or something. It's delicious. And then they also have like a sun-dried tomato croissant. It's so good. It's so good. Anyway, shout out to Le Petit. And shout out to me for stopping calling it La Petite after all these years.
Mademoiselle Drew, what is it now?
Do you think I could order something?
Order anything you like, but know that this time you will pay for it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No problem.
Henri?
Come on, Henri. I need more ice cream.
Have the crème de glace?
Très bien. Ça fait 5 euros.
That will be €5.
Money well spent, I hope. I need to take that mint so I can make those cookies for JJ.
So I'm pretty sure if I bought it somewhere else, it'd be way more than €5.
I think I'll save the mint for later.
As you wish.
Just being a creep. Oh.
You're right. The food here is good.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle.
So, what else do you wish from me?
We'll talk again later, okay?
D'accord.
Do we think that Nancy is thinking, Eduardo? I wonder if she's maybe abstaining from that at the moment. Could be, though. Could be. I just keep showing up at Dieter's house. Oh wait, nope, just kidding. This is not Dieter's house. Nor have we ever gone to his house. It's just his office. Maybe he lives there. I don't know. So, we need the mint. Do I just put it here?
I'll just chop up this mint.
And then the molasses, maybe?
There, I'm ready to start cooking.
So I'm pretty sure you can't pick up the recipe while you're cooking. Well, I'll write it down. I'll be good, the old-fashioned way. 3 cubes butter. 1 cup sugar. White sugar. And then a 1/2 cup dark brown sugar. So we're gonna have to add a little bit of molasses for that sub. 3 eggs. 1 teaspoon vanilla. The mint. And then if I mess up, I gotta go get more mint, huh? And then 1 cup of semi-sweet. I'm pretty sure there's a book somewhere
I'll
that...
throw this batch out.
Nancy? Oh gosh, I thought she threw the... Oh, I thought she threw it away. The mint. Was there a book? No, it's just electrical engineering, which she thinks JJ is too dumb for. Where do I find the sub? Am I really gonna have to purchase a book? Ain't no way. What is it? It's like a tablespoon of molasses for every cup of white sugar. You really don't need to get that specific with it. Let's just be real. But for Nancy, we'll get specific. You know, it's like they say, baking isn't a science. We just follow vibes.
Bonjour. I have many new things, you see?
Wow, you sure do.
You are sure to find something you like.
I bet this is going to be so
Is this
expensive.
mint?
Oui, that is mint. They grow us of mint because of them all over Paris, all over France. No mint except for here. I have very good mint, not moldy. I sell to you for 50 euros.
No thanks.
What else do you like?
Guess
That's
I'm
crazy.
just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Which is crazy, because if you put mint in the ground, good luck getting it back up.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. As you can see, you have many new things to choose from. What intrigues you?
Well, let's see.
I'm gonna need to buy all
in
this
here?
stuff.
If you are cooking and you run out of an ingredient, that book tells you what you can use in its place. So if you must cook, you must have that book. Fortunately, I charge only 8 euro.
6 euros is more my speed.
Vendu. What else tickles the fancy?
I'm gonna need all of it.
Is this pie tin very expensive?
Very cheap. 15 euro.
Would you take 4 euros instead?
Vendu.
Yeah,
What
that's
else tickles the fancy?
that was super expensive.
What's this book about?
That is a very good book about codes which are commonly used. It is a mere 15 euro.
How about 8 euros?
Vendu. What
I'm
else
taking him for a
tickles the
fool.
A wetsuit.
Not just any wetsuit. It used to belong to a friend of the famous undersea explorer Jacques Cousteau. A friend who is said to have shared many adventures with him. For that reason, I sell it for 125 euro.
Too rich for my blood. How about 94 euros instead?
Vendu.
I take that back. I don't have that many euros.
What else tickles the fancy?
Darn it.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Aw, thanks, Eduardo. Well, you know, I could just go down to the dollar store, buy me a little pie tin. He's trying to take me for a fool. That's crazy. Still overpaid. Okay, we are ready to cook. Or bake, I suppose. I'm surprised that we're making cookies. Shouldn't we be making, like, patisserie? Wouldn't that be more French? Should we make a creme brulee? Something perhaps a little more Parisian?
Brown sugar.
Well, it said dark brown sugar. Oh, it's only a teaspoon. So if we want a half cup of dark brown sugar, it's just white plus 1 teaspoon molasses. But if you wanted dark brown, you would add more than that because that's just gonna give you a little bit of color. I like molasses. Y'all like molasses? Y'all ever had a shoe fly pie? Just curious. Wait, should I save? Darn it, doesn't matter because I just literally already put in, how many did you just put 2? So we're gonna do a cup of sugar, and then we're gonna do a half cup of sugar, and oh, there are no tablespoons, it's only teaspoons, and a teaspoon of molasses. 3 eggs. I always mess this one up too. A teaspoon of vanilla. 2 1/4 cups flour. 1, 2. Am I supposed to add the mint at the end? I'm just going in order. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I appreciate that they made it look Arm & Hammered brand for the fools like me. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Makes sense. Then the mint and a cup of semi-sweet. Which is Ghirardelli brand. Love that. Oh, I did it right!
Must be the mint that makes their edges turn up like that. I'll just cool the cookies off on this rack and I'll be all done.
You know, that's true. I could have just bought a bag of dark brown sugar. That's a great point, Eduardo. But no, instead, I needed to purchase a pamphlet that tells me how to substitute it from a street market.
Hello?
Well, are they done?
Yeah.
They sure are.
Describe them.
Describe them?
Describe them. I've made them before, so I'll know you're lying if you fail to mention the one thing that makes them different.
She's
from other
obsessed.
Well, their edges curl upwards.
She doesn't trust people.
Nice going. Because of you, Minette is about to become a very happy camper.
People have made the recipe. No, it does not turn up in real life. The cookies do not turn up. I just wanted to let you know that, in case you were hoping. I mean, it does look... It's a little short on butter, but I feel like this recipe could work. It's kind of a... It seems heavy on the eggs and short on the butter, from my perspective. But everything else, like, it's got baking soda, but it's only 1/2 teaspoon. That feels a little... Well, it might get the job done. I don't know. Give it a try. We're in the general ballpark for cookies to happen. We're in the ballpark, but 3 cubes of butter feels small. If we're assuming a cube is a tablespoon. Because I always kind of like just look the other way when I put the butter into cookie recipes, because sometimes it's a little shocking. I forget where I'm supposed to go. Here?
Get the phone, please.
Minette's House of Design.
I need to speak to Minette.
German accent. Gosh, I wonder who they're trying to cast suspicion on.
May I tell her who's calling?
No, just get her on the phone.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a message.
Get her on the phone now.
Who is this?
Are you going to connect me with Minette or not?
No.
Wrong answer.
That was scary. What's Nancy fake news about, Eduardo? The cookies? Because if so, I agree. I agree. Oh! Nancy, please go to Square...
Parrot?
Oh, buy a stuffed parrot. One of the vendors just got one in. Why? Heather? Please do something for yourself. Her work area is not occupied, I mean.
Not exactly my style, but cool.
Oh, look. I mean, she's more talented than Minette. But also, this kind of looks exactly like what Minette put on the runway. Remember? There was, like, the little army hat. So is she the one designing for Minette? You know what? This would work. What is it? Ed Hardy? Is that what that's giving? She's got skirts on top of pants. This would absolutely have worked in 2006. And look, she's talented in drawing as well. I like it. Heather, you are cooler than I thought. Too bad I can't snoop at her computer anymore. Oh, I hate this puzzle. I do think that Sunny's notes tell me how to do it though, so if I get stuck. Let me see. Eduardo, you give them a try. I seriously think there might be something there. Do you think you would like them with mint? I do have a good chocolate chip recipe though. I could give you a good chocolate chip recipe. I have refined it, okay? Because I went on a mission to actually make a good chocolate chip cookie that I like. It took me like a year, literally. I was adding too much flour to my cookies. I was over baking them. I was making all the mistakes. I don't make those mistakes anymore. I can lead you down the right path. Someday. I don't have the recipe on me right now. But it's that good. All right. I'm gonna look for the answer. Oh, says that he's like Taylor Sinclair. I don't typically see mint in chocolate chip cookies. I don't think, Eduardo, but like a chocolate base cookie maybe, or yeah, like overwhelming chocolate plus mint, I feel like is a good combo that I've seen. Not super common though. I also do enjoy a snickerdoodle. Okay, where is the answer? This has to be something. I don't know which of these it is. But maybe the right, left, you know, all of that at least does the first one. That would be cool. Progress is happening at a rapid rate. I'm pretty happy about this. We've got the bathroom puzzle out of the way. We've got the cookie puzzle out of the way. This is good stuff. Right, right, left, left, left. Oh, no, this isn't it. Nope. I do not like the Dodo box puzzle. I don't even know if I have to do it, frankly. But I've always disliked it.
Ouch! Oh, quit whining. It's just a pin.
Oh, I don't want to do it. Sorry for doubting myself. I did it. Maybe I'll try. I mean, it has to be the answer to one of these, right? That would be cruel if not. It's this one. For sure it is. Wow. See? Normally I would just do it on my own. But Sunny left the notes. Alright, last one. Those W's in the chat. This one's probably the hardest though. And this one just gives me like references. I don't know if that's actually the third one. That's probably what the first one was supposed to be. This, I would assume that they leave me on my own for the last. I've got to get him trapped somehow. Just food for thought. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna trap him. Maybe I give him the runabout. Yep, look at that. You gonna get free? Nope. I did it! Oh, I thought they didn't give it to me. It is not over. Nothing ends until I say it does. Next time I will do much more than throw paint. Okay, so this is probably a spurned lover. Dieter.
The letters on this one look different than the letters on the others.
You are as mean as you are thoughtless, and it has to stop. Your punishment will come when you least expect it. Oh yeah, that one's in a different typeface. This one's like ransom note style. This is the one that already came. Oh, thank you. You're too kind. I couldn't possibly accept. Your show will be a disaster. You will never be able to show your face in Paris again. You alone are to blame. Because of the plastic surgery. Yeah. Darn. Too bad. Too bad. That sounds a lot like confronting Dieter to me.
What is it now?
Oh, I just want to accuse you of a crime.
Thanks for your help.
Adios.
I guess I'll just do that another time, though. Okay. Well, anyway. I guess I didn't want to anyway. I don't want to do too much. I feel like I'm flying.
Shoot, I still have to go to the park and get that stuffed parrot for Heather.
Oh, okay, Nancy. Sorry. Gosh, dude. Why, is she here? Yeah, maybe that'll be a good... That's a good thing to do. She chastised me. If? Who's got the parrot?
Bonjour, mademoiselle. Welcome back. What do you like?
Nothing from you.
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
When you want to look again, just come back.
I will. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
It's Dieter.
Wonder what he's doing. Hey, Dieter!
Dieter, what are you doing over there in your mismatched pants and blazer?
No, wait! Dieter! Dieter! Where did he run away for? That was weird. Looks like he left something on the bench. These must have fallen out of his pocket.
Yes, fallen.
Noisette Tournade. That's the woman who that historian was calling about. Why would Dieter be carrying this around?
Noisette Tournade, 85, who served as Paris's director of public works for more than 2 decades, died peacefully in her sleep last Monday evening. A gifted linguist, she spoke fluent English, French, German, and Italian by the time she was 16. During World War II, she worked for the occupation as a translator and consequently was charged with collaboration when the war ended in 1945. During her trial, it was revealed she had secretly been working as a coder for the French resistance as well. She was acquitted and worked as a translator for the city of Paris until she became the director of public works in 1973. During her tenure, which lasted until 1995, Ms. Tournade paid particular attention to the maintenance and beautification of the city's public parks. She personally oversaw the creation and placement of the monuments that stand today in Square de Vieux Gallant Park. Her admitted favorite. Ms. Tournade never married and left no survivors. Yeah, Dieter's crazy. He's crazy, but we love him.
Bonjour. What intrigues Mademoiselle this time?
I wouldn't mind painting another picture or two.
Be my guest.
I just need a little more money, sir. I picked the hard one, just for variety's sake, but probably never again after this. I don't even know how I would begin to do that, Hannah. You want me to read French in the same way I read Emily Griffin's message? Oops, that was wrong. That was wrong! I made a mistake. I can barely attempt French in French. And in English, I guess. I really... It kind of messed with my brain, I'm not gonna lie. I grew up barely, you know, just tiptoeing into Spanish. But at the very least, I could pronounce the words, you know, like I could respectfully read it out loud, even if it wasn't, even if I didn't know what I was reading, you know? And then when I tried to pick up some Italian, then that mixed me up because they're so similar and like the way they handle like C's, I feel like is so different, and then that messed with me. And I was already so poor at languages to begin with. Now we gotta look at French. It's just embarrassing. It's probably my greatest shame, is not feeling like I could ever learn a second language. I think I could learn it through full immersion, for sure. Anyone can do that. But I think in the style of typical American learning, I don't know if there was ever any hope for me. On, like, the Duolingo. Oh, please tell me this is good. Dutch does crack me up, Jake. That's a good point. You ever put your phone in Dutch? Just for fun.
Monsieur,
just to give yourself some joy.
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Later, yes. Now you buy something.
Is this parrot very expensive?
The price is very reasonable. 20 euro.
Would you take half that? 10 euros?
Vendu.
Yes.
What else tickles the fancy?
He said, oh no, I'm just short of buying it even for the other price.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Well, no, you know what? I should... Let me paint one more and buy the wetsuit.
I'd like to
for
pay
half the
some
price.
more, if that's okay.
Be my guest.
The problem is, I don't think I could ever decide what language I wanted to learn. You know? I mean, it'd probably be either Italian or Spanish. Obviously, Spanish would be the most practical and would allow me to connect with the most people in my life and would make me more employable. So, I guess probably that, huh? See, this one you could do quick.
Monsieur, how's this?
Another fine job. Here is your money. Do you wish to paint another?
Not right now. Maybe later.
Later, yes. Now you buy something.
I'm glad you're having fun learning Dutch, Jake, even if you're not actually learning Dutch. I guess that's worth something.
How much do you want for this wetsuit?
125 euro.
Too rich for my blood. How about 94 euros instead?
Vendu.
Oh good, I was worried he wouldn't let me. I need that.
What is this thing?
I have been told that it is probably a decoder used by those who resisted the German occupation of World War II.
Really? How much do you want for it?
Nothing, it is not for sale. It is a piece of history. I have it only as an eye-catcher.
But you're a businessman. You must be willing to part with it for something.
I will trade you one piece of history for another. You give me a bottle of Mouton Fouetté 1968, and I give you the decoder.
Deal. What's Mouton Fouetté?
Mouton Fouetté 1968 is a very rare beverage that is usually stored underground. Unfortunately, finding an intact bottle has become next to impossible. But if you want the decoder, the impossible is what you must do. So, get me a bottle of Mouton Fouetté 1968. I will accept nothing less. In the meantime, what else tickles your fancy?
I love how we had to call it a beverage so we could maintain our E rating.
I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
Listen, there's things coming in this game that are gonna make you question why Nancy was acting a fool in French for so long.
What intrigues mademoiselle this time?
Well, let's see. I really don't want to buy anything right now.
Very well. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Au revoir.
So you can kind of barely see these vendors, but the reason he says he can't paint, I think, is because he doesn't have a hand, like he doesn't have a second arm. And she's obviously just got like, I mean, like she's got the greatest butt in Nancy Drew history. That's about all we need to know about her. But you can't like get a good look at them. You can only get like a side view of the vendors. But that's why he said, as you see, I can't paint. The French don't like you to use French, though, from what I've heard. At least, I mean, I guess it depends on the culture, but I've just heard the French will absolutely bully you for using French. Kind of like Jean-Michel did.
It's late. I can do this tomorrow.
So Jake, you got 2 years of Dutch and you got 8 years of French and nothing to show for it. I feel that. That's rough. I just feel like the way we learn languages just isn't working. Somebody's got to dump me in a foreign country. It's the only way it's gonna happen. Ugh. All right. Well, day 3. I think this is where we're gonna rest because I feel like we've done some major puzzles. I think now that we've gotten a glimpse that maybe the plot might involve World War II, it might involve something about German occupation and codes and maybe something like that. I think that that's really the turning point of the game. So I will leave that for another day. We will almost certainly finish this one in 2 parts. Wait. Okay. Wait a second. What, Jake? You're conversational in Cantonese? Are you like a polyglot? Is that what they call people who can do all the languages? That's amazing. That's incredible. Oh, that is true, Scott. I guess I wasn't talking about the Quebecois. Isn't that what they call themselves? That's a whole different... And don't the people in Quebec not, like, actual French people? Like, isn't that a thing? I don't know. Let's fight about the French. Oh my gosh. We'll see. Y'all catch me one of these days. Maybe I'll continue my education history and I'll have to meet some translation requirement and I'll be on here telling you guys that I learned ancient... I don't know. Something. I'll find something to do. Alright. Well, this has been lovely. Just FYI, Em wasn't feeling great this week, which is why we're rescheduling our co-op stream to next week. I don't know which day yet, but I will let you know as soon as I can. There'll be a little co-op puzzle game like what we did before. We're continuing it, so it'll be on her channel. It's usually on Twitch, Emolin streams, and I will add a post about that. I will be traveling this week, but I still do plan, as long as I'm not, like, dead, to... I mean, not, like, actually dead, just tired. As long as, I am not tired beyond belief, then I will see you on Sunday at 7 p.m. And we can dive into this even further. I love our multicultural conversations. We're just a classy group of people knowing a lot of classy things. So thank you for joining me for this French adventure. I hope I didn't offend you if you are French, but if I did, oopsie. That's all I got. Take care of yourself. Have a good night's sleep. And I will see you soon, all right? Bye.